Hey guys, Brad Danger here, and everybody thinks a supercar needs 3 commas in the price tag. It really just needs one convincing lie parked in your driveway. Today, we are ranking 7 cars that deliver real exotic energy without the real exotic bill, starting with the most expensive and ending with the one everyone will assume means that you have real money, even though, well, you don't. Every price on this list is the real average that you can buy via Auto Tempest in the pinned first comment, not a guess, so you can actually go find these. Like, subscribe so we can hit 2 mil by the end of the year, and let's go. Hey guys, real quick, the giveaway for the Shelby and Supra and the $100,000 has ended, and well, the winners are being picked right now, but we're coming back bigger and badder and better. So click the link in the pinned first comment because like Rocky, who won the GT-R, like Greg, who won the 100K, you can sign up to be notified and get 100 free entries once it goes live. So click the link down below, go put in your email, and I can't wait to show you what we have cooking. All right. Back to the show. Okay, this entry is not technically a car brand at all. It is a kit that you build yourself in your own garage with a couple of buddies, and somehow it ends up faster than a car it is imitating. Now, I know this is a lot, but the kit runs around 25,000 bucks, built on a Corvette V8 and a Porsche 911 transaxle, wearing a body clearly inspired by the Ford GT and the Celine S7. 0 to 60 comes in around 3.2. A finished, properly built example on the used market typically lands anywhere between $40,000 and $50,000 all in, though right now you can actually find completed ones listed as low as $19,000 if you are willing to deal with an older build. Car and Driver clocked it quicker than a Viper ACR, a Porsche GT model, and the actual Ford GT it was styled after. This is the one car on this entire idea list where poor man supercar does not need quotation marks because on paper it is genuinely faster than the real thing it is copying for a third of the price. The catch is that you have to build it with your own 2 hands, so really this is a poor man's supercar assembly required. It's like IKEA. The company is not even taking new order kits right now, so the only way that you can buy one is completed secondhand, which is honestly the smarter move anyways because somebody else already did all the work and kicked out the bed bugs. And yes, if you want to find any of these cars, click the pinned first comment via Auto Tempest where it pulls everything from every site so you all get it in one site and you can find your next ideal car. Next. This is an American, not American luxury brand borrowing a sports car chassis to prove a point and then getting stood up at its own wedding. The XLR-V was built on the same platform as the Corvette of its era, powered by a supercharged 4.4-liter Northstar V8 making 443 horsepower, good for 0 to 60 in around 4.3 seconds. When new, it's stickered north of 110,000 bucks, but today the average used sales price sits around 40,000 bucks, and clean examples can be found starting as low as 24,950 bucks. Cadillac basically built a Corvette with a tuxedo, and almost nobody showed up, which is exactly why you can buy one today for less than a base Camry costs when it's new. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the 1990s Japanese benchmark that everyone grew up on racing games still secretly wants parked in their garage. The Z32 chassis came with a 3-liter twin-turbo V6 producing 300 horses, sent through a 5-speed manual or 4-speed automatic. Motor Trend named it Import Car of the year that it launched. Today, the average sales price right around 30,000 bucks, though the lowest recorded sale on record is just $4,500. So a project car is absolutely out there if you're patient. This is the closest thing to a rite of passage on the entire list. It looks like nothing else from its decade, and it still turns heads parked next to cars worth 10 times as much on a Saturday car show. Okay, this is the car that you secretly asked for, and it made our biggest video. It's, yes, the Vader G35, and it's the cheap car that makes you look rich, and it is also the entry that teaches the most important lesson on this entire idea list. See, the Vader takes a 2003 to 2007 Infiniti G35 coupe and wraps it in a fiberglass body designed to look like a 6-figure exotic. The donor car alone runs from anywhere from $5,000 to $7,000. The body kit itself starts around $15,000 to $20,000 to do it yourself build, meaning the cheapest possible way into a genuine Vader sits around 20-ish thousand bucks if you find a Jeep donor and buy the base kit. Add paint, add wheels and an interior, and a modest, honest build lands you around 30 grand total. But fully custom, turnkey Vaders, the ones with the supercharged crate engine and Lamborghini style doors that shows up on Instagram, have sold for as much as $85,000, and one built for the Suicide Squad movie sold for $110,000. Build it yourself, keep it simple, and the Vader is a legitimate poor man's supercar. Let somebody talk you into the full custom build, and now you've just spent genuine exotic money on a car that is still, underneath all that fiberglass, a 15-year-old Infiniti. This is the 90s Japanese coupe that had more technology hiding under the skin than a lot of actual exotics from the same decade. The VR4 packed a 3-liter twin-turbo V6, all-wheel drive, 4-wheel steering, and active aerodynamics that adjusted the front and rear spoilers automatically at speed, a feature the Porsche 911 of the same era did not even offer. The average sales price today sits around $19,000, and the lowest recorded sale on record is just $6,500. And nobody remembers that this car had more gadgets than a Bond car, because, well, Mitsubishi buried it all under the body that looked like every other coupe parked next to it in the early 90s. This is the car that taught an entire generation that British luxury depreciates like a smartphone the moment that you drive it off the lot. The first generation XKR came with a supercharged 4-liter V8 making 370 horses, later enlarged to 4.2 liters and 400. When new, it started north of $70,000. Today, the average sales price is $16,000, and the lowest listed price we found just sits at $7,499. You get a supercharged Jaguar Grand Tour for less money than a basic new Civic. The only catch is the maintenance bill exists specifically to remind you why the previous owner sold it for so cheap. But remember, Jaguar made the wrong turn recently, so this could be the right one. This is the one entry on this list where the badge alone does more heavy lifting than the specification sheet ever could. Nobody at a gas station has ever squinted at a Porsche and assumed the owner was broke. The original Boxster, especially with a hardtop from 1997 to 2004, it's mid-engine rear-wheel drive with a flat six ranging from a 2.5 all the way to a 3.2 depending on the year and the trim. The average sale price today sits at $15,600, and the lowest recorded sale on record for one of these is an almost unbelievable $2,200. This is the cheapest way on this planet Earth to have an actual Porsche crest on your own car, mid-engine balance included, and it happens to be one of the most genuinely fun steering wheels you can put in your hands at any price point. Everyone assumes a Porsche means money. This one just means that you did your research. Now, it's time for a little honorable mention because every car on this list has one thing in common. They still qualify. The Dodge Viper used to be exactly this kind of car, a hand-built American V10 for the price of a family sedan. Today, the average second-generation Vipers sell for $71,000, more than 4 times what it cost brand new adjusted to inflation. The Acura NSX and the Nissan Skyline GT-R told the exact same story a decade earlier. Both of them went from used sports car money to 6-figure auction darlings almost overnight. This list has an expiration date, and every single video and every single car is one good YouTube video away from becoming the next one that got away. So a poor man's supercar was never really about the car. It was about buying the feeling for a fraction of the price and having the discipline to stop right there. Every single entry on this list can turn into a real exotic car budget if you let it. One upgrade, one custom body kit, one crate engine at a time. And the Vader proves that better than anything else on this list. The real skill is not finding a cheap exotic. Anyone with an internet connection can do that in about 10 minutes. The real skill is knowing exactly when to stop building it into an expensive one-off. I'm Brad Danger. This is Ideal. Let me know what you think of this list. Did I miss anything? In the comments down below. Also like, subscribe so we hit a 2 mil by the end of this year. Check out some of these Ideal vids and promise me one thing, keep living the ideal lifestyle.